Alright, so Sol here. This video has been in the pipeline for a long time now, but I thought it was about time to basically sort of shout out about Flesh and Blood collectability and how it's not a time to be quiet about Flesh and Blood. So just a bit of history around this sort of Welcome to Wrath collection here. Um, Basically, it's a sum of DraftKings eBay bids. But I had the idea of maybe completing some sort of Welcome to Wrath master set. So what I did was I started hunting for binders that could basically hold about 1,000 cards to make that happen. And what I decided on was when it comes to sort of presentation, I really love these like four across presentations. So what we actually have here, just when it comes to like the human heroes, um, we got the alpha hero, and then we have the unlimited. So whenever you see something with four across, essentially what you have is the alpha highest rarity variant, and then you have the non-foil variant, and then you actually have unlimited rainbow foil or the highest rarity, and then the non-foil. Now I did kind of think about building something around maybe just all Belgian print or something like that, but this is a kind of a start here. So um, what we have here is essentially everything down the left hand side here will all be alpha rainbow foils. Now I actually have every single common, rare and super rare in alpha rainbow foils, and I kind of thought I really liked this presentation of like four across, banning all the sort of colors. Sorry about the glare there. Um, and kind of how it presents as like a master set of Welcome to Wrath from like Alpha and Unlimited all together in one binder. Now, when it comes to collectability in Flesh and Blood, I don't think you can get much better than the first set, right? Arcane Rising and Crucible of War are kind of up there in regards to their clout as well, but it's just nothing better than that OG art. The barraging beatdowns with the pink stripes, and the way it kind of presents with the four across. You have the two pink stripe variants, and then the two normal unlimited variants. So yeah, quite kind of a nice approach. I've got a few non-graded super rares in regards to this collection. I did send a few through. Obviously, I'm trying to get a 9.5 set basic, or even 9 quad plus plus in regards to alpha, because these corners, oh, they'd be awful. So one of the things that sort of spurred me on was I'm actually like a part of vintage magic, and I love the sort of alpha, ABU, four horsemen kind of side of things, and the rarity and scarcity of those cards is what kind of drew me to the alpha set. But as you can see, like some of these items, I think for even the cold foil, when it comes to literal scarcity, I think this is just not as rare as an alpha rare. I think an alpha rare is about 1,000. Even these common cold foils are still just over 1,000 in regards to rarity, and of course you've got these like beta level scarcity alpha majestics as well. But we have a few spots here that aren't showing, and these will either be a graded copy or still on the list. Got a few super rares at the top in the graded pile. I'll show you those later. So moving into the ninja here, I even decided, yeah, pretty cringe, get the tokens as well. I know. Still missing that Mask of Momentum. Of course, some of these are really hard to kind of find. I kind of got lucky with a whole rainbow foil common and rare set almost by bar 15 or so cards, but luckily some of the guys, was his name Pony Investment, something like that, Rainbow Foil Heroes and Salty Dolphin, able to sort of help me out with some of these sort of collection sets, so appreciate those guys. Paid way over market, of course, but that's what you got. That's what you deal with when you deal with those guys. Dory looking good. Just some more of these sort of beautiful full pages of four across. Again, alpha, rainbow foil, non-foil, unlimited. Exactly the same. We're coming to the sort of equipment on my side of things. Still waiting on that colorful tunic to fill that sort of slot up there. Hopefully this year. Got a few graded copies here that I'll show in a second in regards to the cold foils. One of my favorite pages, just the classic, like all the common iron rots there. I think I've got a graded one of these, I'm not sure, but maybe I'll crack it and put it in. Still missing that rainbow foil majestic there on that one. Got the non-foil, got plenty of non-foils, but that rainbow foil. I'm moving into this sort of generics side of things. All the super rares, snatches, your classics, your epos, all the potions. That kind of like, I love the way it sort of presents there on that sort of page. All the sigils on the left there. Some of the best art in the game. Demolition Crew. Just doesn't get much better right than this. I just love Welcome to Wrath. It's just so iconic. And it's been a real pleasure to sort of piece this into this sort of folder here. Pummels, you got the Reflex, Pink Sync of course, and some of the tokens at the top, and the sort of nimblisms down here as well. This kind of comes to the end of it. Now I've got some room at the end here. What do you guys think about sort of what you'd kind of fit in these kind of pages? I was thinking doing like the cold foil promos, which I have. But let me know in the comments or message me, see if you've got any sort of ideas to sort of fill in those. But you know, this is a project that's, you know, it is ongoing. Now, I have full belief that Flesh and Blood is going to be around for the next 100 to 200,000 years probably. It's something, you know, maybe the next civilization that populates our planet might, you know, continue. But, you know, have a little faith. I think at the moment, since it first started, I think now is probably the best time to sort of pick up these collections if you can, because these are really hard to find. I'm just gonna jump into sort of my graded section. Okay, so this is the sort of graded folder I have. Obviously this is a Welcome to Wrath. I've got some sort of like my sort of cold foil quad heroes. I'm starting to try and get a 9.5 set of these bad boys, the legendaries. Got quad tectonic, basic, all the classic jargon words that graders like to use to make them feel better about themselves. Got a basic 9.5 there. I've got my real nice Pop 1 snappies. Beautiful card, one of my favourite cards in the set. It's really nice to have that one there. Could only get the quad plus I think on the scabs. It was so close. That came from Australia, so Charlie, yep, you owe me. And then we have some nice Romo foils. These are so hard to get the corners in 9.5. I'll forever be trying to get the quads, but I'm really happy with at least getting 9.5s. And even in a 9.5 basic plus there. All the acronyms, all the numbers. And then at a bare minimum, there's my gloves. Maybe I'll just crack this and put this in the binder. Some other lovely 9.5s moving into sort of crew, these sort of spares. But you know, you can't say that Flesh and Blood is not collectible when these assets exist. It's already been 5 years now, and these are becoming harder and harder to find. But look at them, beautiful. Like, comment, and subscribe.